was bringing everything out in the spirit. I just wanted to show you something right quick, and I'm going to bring him back up.
Okay.
The Lord gives you props, okay? And that's what that was. That brother came up right there, and he said, get a job. You know what? Let me show you something. You got a job? Or do you have a profession? See, we all have jobs, but this is our profession. You got a job?
I have a job. That's right.
You got a job?
I got a job.
You got a job?
Right.
We all got jobs during the day. We take care of our families. Okay, that's what we commanded to do. Get 1 Timothy 5:8. But afterwards, we come out here to our people because that's what the Lord told us to do. Because our people are in a decayed state. All right? And he said we got to go out to the highways and hedges and teach them, right? These are the highways. You got the hedges behind us. We coming out to teach y'all, okay? And I'm going to bring the officer back up. I just want to show you something. Then I want to ask you a question.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5 and verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith.
He is what?
He hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel.
Worse than an infidel, which is an unbeliever or one of another nation.
Right.
Okay, because God don't he's not considering the other nations. We are the apple of his eye. We are his people. We are the Israelites.
Right.
Okay, to make it plain. We've been called so-called blacks or African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. That's not our biblical names.
Right.
Those are the names we attained in slavery. Okay, and that's what we got to come out and bring to our people. Now give me Luke 14:23.
Bring it out.
Luke 14:23. So now after we go and we work on our day jobs, right, what is our real profession to do? To bring the gospel to our people. All right, read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
That my house may be filled, because you know what? A lot of people don't believe that Christ is black. We got to return our people back to the understanding that we look like our God, and stop serving a God of another people. Give me that in Psalms 96 and 5.
Bring it out.
Because there are many gods on the earth, but there's only one true living God, the creator of heaven and earth. That's our God.
Yes.
Okay? The other people's gods are idols. That's what they create. They have different looks. Why you think, like, for instance, we wear crosses? Okay? That's idolatry. All right? That's not for us. The Lord told us how we should worship him. All right? And with those crosses come different doctrines, right? Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens.
Read that again.
For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens.
So the gods of the other people are idols. Okay, give me that 1 Corinthians 8 and 5. The gods of the other people are idols. Okay, you understand that? Now let me ask you something. What do you know, or what's your understanding of the Bible? So we can address some of those things that you need to be addressed.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna lie. That what I just seen, and I don't like it, but I love it, because that was showing me God's people. The devil don't like it. See, he can stir up. He don't like when God. When you talk about waking up the people and talk about God,
right,
and giving him the praise, like you said, you're gonna be attacked. I'm glad you're seeing that, baby. I'm glad you're seeing that. That's what we struggle with the world. That's why we like the world. We're in the world, but we're not the world. And we got. That's the fight that we take on.
And that's true. And that's true. So now, what kind of things, like what questions do you have concerning the Bible or concerning the condition of our people?
Okay. The hardest thing that concerns my heart is to know that our people, just like I just seen this thing.
Right.
You know, it's so much
the lack of love.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay.
It's the lack of love.
Okay.
Thank you. That was good. Because, you know, it's so much anger, and it's so much, you know, it's so much anger, and so much depressed, and God is love, and we are people of love. Like I was just saying, we gotta get back our mind and our spirit and our bodies towards God. I was just talking.
You know why we're in this condition, and what you're speaking of is called oppression.
Yes.
Okay, it's called oppression, and a lot of these things come along with oppression. Depression comes along with oppression.
Yes.
Bad eating and bad health comes along with oppression. Hatred of your brothers come along with oppression. Not marrying
Right.
comes along with oppression. You know, having children out of wedlock.
Yes.
These things, drug usage, alcoholism, all these things come along with oppression. And then you know who takes advantage of it? Our Christian pastors.
Right, that's right.
Because they don't heal us, but they tell us, give me your money.
Right.
You understand?
So it is you must always have your mind thinking forwardly. That's why the scripture saying what it's saying. Read it again, Captain.
Where there is no vision,
If you don't have the vision to think beyond where you are,
the people perish.
you will perish. You understand? So we must continue to move forward.
This is the reason that the Lord brought you here and brought us here tonight. Okay? It's not by accident. Nothing happens by accident. You understand? Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So now this is Jesus the Christ speaking. He said what?
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Don't think I'm coming to bring peace. Because that's what we've been taught. Right? God is love. Jesus is love. Right? But he said, don't think I'm coming to bring peace. Go ahead.
I came not send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
So he said, I'm come to set a man at variance against his father. Listen up.
And the daughter against her mother.
And the daughter against her mother.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Go ahead.
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
And a man's foes, meaning enemies, will be they of his own household.
Bring it out.
So even those of your own house will get, their spirit will get stirred up in them that you getting the word of God. And guess what? Just like that brother came by being a perfect slave and the devil doing the work of the devil, so can your family.
How you doing, sis?
So can your family. That's why as a man, you have to assume authority. I'm gonna tell you something. Matter of fact, give me that in Genesis, what is 18? Give me that in Genesis 18 about Abraham. Now you know Abraham is our forefather, right? We are the Israelites. We come through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? So they laid the foundation for us, right? And we are returning back to how we're supposed to be, okay? Check this out.
The book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 19. For I know him that he will command his house.
He will do what?
He will command his children.
So Abraham would command his children. When you command someone, are you asking them to do something?
No.
What are you doing?
You telling them.
You telling them, right?
You taking authority.
So wait a minute, you taking what? I love that. You taking authority.
Because you mean business.
Because you mean business.
There's no place.
Brother, you in the spirit right there. You was in the spirit right there. All right, read that again.
This is Genesis chapter 18 verse 19. For I know him that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord.
And they shall what?
Shall keep the way of the Lord.
So all of them should be standing here listening. Right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, read on.
To do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him.
Okay, so now let's go back to Sirach 36:24. So you got to command your house. Hey, brother, we was once on that side too. And you know, I'm going to tell you something. You hear this word, and there's a lot of things that you got to start considering about your life. You understand? Matter of fact, give me that in, drop that. Give me that in 2 Corinthians 13:5. There's a lot of things that we have to start considering because we have been raised under lies. Okay? In this society, we have been raised under lies, brother. Okay? And so now we have to go back to the truth. We're going to read the truth to you, but let's read this right quick. Come on back up, Daniel.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 5. Examine yourself whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own self how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobate.
So when we examine ourselves, if Christ is in us,
That's right.
then we're going to be keeping these commandments. Here's the proof. John 14, 15. John 14, 15. John 14, 15.
This is John chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
What the Bible say? Read it again.
If ye love me,
If you love Christ,
keep my commandments.
you got to keep his commandments. Read.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter,
He shall give you the comforter, which is what?
But the Holy Ghost.
that he may abide with
He
you.
may what?
That he may abide with you.
Down to 21.
Verse 21. He that hath my commandments
He that hath my commandments
and keepeth them,
and keepeth them,
it is that love me.
he it is that loveth me. Go ahead.
And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father.
And if you love Christ, then you will be loved by his Father. That's right. So a lot of times we say we love Christ, but he teaches us how to love him.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.